Hi, my name's Bill Mason from Mason & Mason. I'm a real estate attorney in Garden City, New York, and this is real estate from an attorney's perspective. All right, so what I want to do today is talk to you about what the difference is between a condominium and a co-op. This is a question I get a lot in my practice, especially from co-op buyers that don't understand that they're not actually getting a deeded interest in a piece of real estate. So what I want to do is I want to start with telling you what a condominium is. So when you buy a condominium, you're actually buying a specific unit within a larger building, okay? And you're actually getting a piece of real estate. You're going to have a deeded interest in the unit, okay? And then you also get what's called an undivided interest in the common elements of the building. That's basically the common elements would be like the yards or fields on the property, any garages, rec rooms, the lobbies, a gym, that type of stuff. And so what you do to maintain the building is you pay what's called common charges to typically a management agent that collects them on the building's behalf. And you pay the real estate taxes yourself directly to the government. That's because you actually own real estate when you're buying a condominium. And so you'll find generally the rules with a condominium are not nearly as strict as they may be with a co-op. They still do have rules. Most condominiums allow you to rent, but not all. And but they all have their own rules, and you can get a copy of the house rules before you buy. But generally, they're less strict than in a co-op. Now, a co-op, on the other hand, is a completely different type of ownership structure. When you purchase a co-op, you're not buying real estate. What you're doing is you're buying shares of stock in the corporation that owns the real estate. And then you're getting what's called a proprietary lease that allows you to occupy a particular unit in the building. All right, so it's different than buying a condo where you actually own the real estate. Here you own shares of stock in the company that owns the building that owns the real estate. All right, so co-op boards generally have stricter rules and regulations compared to a condominium. They usually do not allow you to rent it out to somebody. That's called subletting. There's almost always a board approval process, and it's usually a much more stricter process than you would have with a condo, such as it may actually require you to do an in-person interview with them. And one of the things that goes on with co-ops that people don't like, or they do like, depending on how you look at it, is, you could just be rejected for the co-op, and the co-op doesn't have to give you a reason. It's called the business judgment rule in New York. So a lot of people are not really so keen on co-op sometimes because they feel like they could go to contract and they could spend a lot of money and then at the end not get approved to move in the building. And then on the flip side, sellers sometimes they think, well, wow, now when I go to sell my unit, I may find a buyer, and then the board may not like my buyer and don't even have to tell me why, and then I have to start over again. So those are important considerations to think about if you buy a co-op. So the other thing people also ask me about when they buy a co-op is it always seems like the maintenance, which is the monthly charge you pay to support the building, you pay to the co-op is more than what a condo has when they're paying their common charges. So the reason for that is when you have a co-op, it's usually a more leveraged investment. The building itself quite frequently has a loan on the building. It's called the underlying mortgage. And included in your maintenance payment, you're usually covering the debt service on that. And then as opposed to a condominium where you pay the real estate taxes directly to the government, here the real estate taxes are collected by the maintenance or the building and paid directly. So that's one of the reasons why you typically see maintenance charges higher than common charges, because the maintenance charges at a co-op include underlying mortgage payments, and they include the payments for the real estate taxes, where in a condominium, the common charges do not have that. These are general distinctions between the two. And if anybody ever wants to reach out to me and discuss it further, I'm here, happy to talk to you about it. My number is 516-739-3090. Hope to hear from you. Thank you very much for watching, and please like and subscribe. Thanks very much.